Hi everyone, this is Angela with SewManyCards. I haven't made a video in a while and got some requests to do some more. I'm going to be coloring a couple of these. In this video it'll just be pieces, but I'm going to start with this one. This is a new line I'm doing called PJ Pals, and they're named after people in our family. So this one's actually my son Stryder. As you know, or may not know, he's got several disabilities, and he's undiagnosed at this time. We have an appointment at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota at the end of June, and trying to raise funds to fly there, stay there. We'll be there for a whole week for testing. So any sales that we make do go towards that at this point, and hopefully we'll get a diagnosis by the time we get back, or after they get all their results. But anyway, you may hear him come in and out, so this is a very informal video. This one, her name is Kira, and she's a cousin of theirs, or a family friend, but we've known her. I knew her mom when I was little, so we consider her a cousin. And there are several other lines. So what I'm going to do is start with this one, and the first thing I do is figure out what colors I'm going to be using for everything, and I get them out. And I use these cards. They're a Copic swatch book that I made up and I do have for sale, and they have the blending, so what they look like, and then you can see which colors that you're missing. I gathered all of these colors from tons of resources online, different combinations that other people have used, and some that I've used and found. It also comes with some blank ones, so if you find your own color combination or ones that I didn't come up with, then you can add them yourself too. And they all have the color on the top, what it stands for, and this is how I get my colors. So for his pajamas, I asked Stryder what color I should do, and he said blue. So I chose this color combination right here and grabbed all of those, and then the pockets and some of the other details. I'm going to use this blue-green color on the top, those three. The teddy bear is going to be that color right there. And then Stryder's hair is kind of a darker blondish color, so that's what I'm going to use. And then I got my skin tones out so that I can color those as well. So we're just going to do this in steps, and I'm going to start with his hair and just kind of work my way down. So the colors of the hair I have right here, and what I'll do is I'm going to put the color combo in the middle, so in the center will be this light source. Now this is another tool I have that you can use to determine where the light source is going to be, and you can set the sun this way or this way, wherever you want it, and then where the sun's going in, that's the darkest, and or the lightest, and then when it's going out on each spot is the lightest or darkest. Sorry for the confusion. So the lightest towards the sun and the darkest away from the sun on each thing that it hits and goes out of. But I'm going to go ahead and just do it in the center of everything and see how that goes. The first thing I want to do is just put in where the lightest color is going to be. That just kind of helps me figure out what I'm going to be doing. And I take my pen caps off and leave them off so that they, because it takes time to recap. And then I'll just go in here, go all the way around with my darkest. And this is Y26 that I'm using right now. And my lightest color is Y11. Just do this a little bit. keep that pen off, or the cap off, and then just do the same thing. With the Y15. And then go over it again. And that was just a real quick run through. And I think I want the edges just a little bit darker. I almost forgot my light source for a minute. I'm not used to doing it in the middle anymore. I very rarely do it like this, but I think it gives it a kind of a neat effect. And depending on the paper, this is the CRM Express paper. And actually, this is the first time I've used this. I was using Gina K's paper, but my printer has like all of a sudden decided it didn't like it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that be for now, and we'll just leave these out. And I used for these Y26, Y15, and Y11.